Hello, NBA fans. Every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I ask for your help by subscribing to the channel and giving me your thumbs up. To bring in a superstar and become a title contender, you have to be willing to pay a high price. Giannis Antetokounmpo seems unhappy with the Milwaukee Bucks, and this could open a door for the Lakers to try and bring him in. Offering him a spot alongside Luka Doncic would be a big draw for a player who aspires to win in the NBA. But the price will be high. The Lakers will have to give up Austin Reeves, Dalton Knecht, Gabe Vincent, and first-round picks to try and convince the Bucks to trade Giannis Antetokounmpo. Is this trade possible? Giannis Antetokounmpo for Austin Reeves? In the NBA, anything can happen. It's worth remembering that the 2027 free agency window is the most anticipated in recent years. This is because several stars will be at the end of their contracts, including Giannis Antetokounmpo. Therefore, waiting 2 years might be the best scenario for the Lakers to secure a trade for the star player. However, the Lakers' rush could bring forward a negotiation. The Lakers are eyeing a potential move that could change the course of the NBA. With LeBron James returning to the court and Luka Doncic already leading the team, management believes that adding a new star would be the definitive step towards competing for titles. The Lakers believe they can assemble a competitive package to acquire the Greek star, and Austin Reeves would be a central piece of any potential deal. The franchise also holds 3 first-round picks in the upcoming draft, which strengthens their bargaining power in the market. Although Austin Reeves has established himself as one of the team's key supporting players, acting as the team's second scorer and a reliable offensive option, his potential does not compare to Giannis' impact. Furthermore, Reeves continues to show defensive limitations, which reinforces the idea that the Lakers could include him in a package to acquire a generational talent like the Greek player. The move, however, depends on Giannis' decision regarding his future in Milwaukee, and how the Lakers will position themselves in the market until the middle of the season. Lakers LeBron James' immediate reaction to hammering Clippers to advance in NBA Cup. LeBron James reacted to the Lakers' big NBA Cup win over the Clippers with a strong message: motivation, focus, and no wasted opportunities. The Los Angeles Lakers continue to look like a team on a mission, and Tuesday night's 135-118 statement win over the LA Clippers only reinforced that tone. With the victory, the Lakers officially advanced in the NBA Cup, and LeBron James made it very clear the group isn't taking the opportunity lightly. James, who finished with 25 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds, spoke after the game and wasted no time addressing what advancing in the tournament means. "Anytime you're playing for something, you don't take it for granted," LeBron told Spectrum Sportsnet. "The league started this initiative, and we won the inaugural cup, and we are back again and again. Let's see what happens." The Lakers made history as the winners of the very first NBA Cup, and this year they look equally energized by the stakes. Their balance, experience, and postseason-like composure were evident against their crosstown rivals, especially in a fourth quarter where the game became physical and emotional. While James provided the leadership tone, role players also echoed the importance of the moment. J.J. Redick admitted the tournament adds fuel not just emotionally, but financially. "We didn't get an opportunity to compete for the cup last year, so we're excited," Redick said. $53,000 is a lot of money. It's motivation for sure. Meanwhile, Austin Reeves, who chipped in another efficient performance, emphasized growth beyond the prize. "I think continuing to play more games, regardless if it's a cup game or not, is gonna allow us to build something special if we continue to do the right things." At 13-4, the Lakers have emerged not only as NBA Cup threats, but as one of the league's most complete contenders early in the season. And if Tuesday was any indication, they're not just chasing trophies, they're building momentum. With LeBron leading the messaging and Luka Doncic playing at an MVP level, Los Angeles isn't just advancing, they're setting expectations. The NBA Cup isn't the playoffs, but the Lakers are treating it like it matters. And right now, that edge is paying off. JJ Redick reveals DeAndre Ayton's expected timeline for return from injury. Lakers head coach JJ Redick gives an estimated timeline on DeAndre Ayton's return from injury. Before the Lakers faced the Clippers tonight, their head coach, JJ Redick, spoke to the media about the injury situation with DeAndre Ayton. The Lakers' big man injured his knee after playing only 13 minutes during their last game in the 108-106 win over the Jazz. He got hit on his knee. MRI was clean other than a bit of swelling and a little bit of a bruise. So don't think it's going to be a long-term thing, hopefully it's a game-to-game thing, and he'll be back sometime by the end of this week, said Redick during the conference. Therefore, he should be back in action for the Lakers game against the Suns on Monday night, December 1st, next week, if not against the Pelicans themselves on Sunday night, November 30th, in the first of their back-to-back games in a few days. The Lakers' big man has averaged 15.5 points, 8.4 rebounds, and 0.9 assists while shooting 69.6% from the field. He has been the nightly double-double threat, who is a dominant force on the boards and inside the paint on lobs. He also missed practice before the Jazz game due to illness. Other than Ayton, all players are expected to be available in this game for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes will be taking his role as a starter tonight with Rui Hachimura and their big three of LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reeves. The purple and gold will be without their star big man tonight as LeBron James prepares to go head-to-head with Chris Paul in what could be one of their final meetings in their basketball career, as Paul confirmed his retirement intentions at the end of this season. Lakers plans to stop Ivica Zubac without DeAndre Ayton. During the pre-game press conference, head coach JJ Redick also addressed how the Lakers plan to use their other assets to stop Ivica Zubac, the Clippers center who will have the size advantage inside the paint today in Ayton's absence. He can hurt you in a number of ways. He can hurt you in the pocket, in the post, on the glass. I think physically we've got to be able to match, and sometimes it might be two guys, said Redick of Zubac. Tape from last year when we played a lot of small ball and really emphasized our getting rebounds, we did a nice job with that. And in one of the games, he still had 27 points and 16 rebounds. So he's a really good player, and we're going to have to be very physical with him. It's going to take multiple bodies, Redick concluded. Zubac has so far averaged 17.0 points, 11.6 rebounds, and 2.4 assists this season while shooting 62.1% from the field, making him a nightly double-double threat. The Lakers will have to go back to playing last season essentially and hope that doubling Zubac is sufficient to stop the Croatian big man from getting another monster double-double against them. Marcus Smart breaks silence on Lakers' demotion. The return of Los Angeles Lakers star forward LeBron James seems to have breathed new life into a team that is finally at full health for the first time all season, or at least was before center DeAndre Ayton suffered a knee contusion Sunday night against the Utah Jazz. While James beginning his NBA record 23rd season is good news for all those involved with the Lakers, it means that there is one fewer starting spot available. Guard Marcus Smart started 9 games during James' absence after signing with the team late in the offseason. Now, Smart has been demoted by default, as James takes the guard starting spot. While Ayton did sit out the Lakers' 135-118 NBA Cup game win against the LA Clippers on Tuesday night, JJ Redick opted to start backup center Jackson Hayes rather than shift his starting frontcourt up a position and insert Smart into his first 5. Swiss Army knife. While many would be disappointed to lose their starting spot, the 12-year veteran is taking the benching like a champ. I like to think of myself as a Swiss Army knife, Smart told the Los Angeles Times on before Sunday's game. It's not one thing I do great, but I do everything very well. People come back, people get hurt. People have great games, have bad games. You have to adjust to whatever the game is calling for at that moment. In his 9 starts this season, Smart has averaged 11.1 points, 4 assists and 2.9 rebounds while also serving as a reliable defender. Since James returned last Tuesday, Smart has averaged 17 minutes per game, scoring 11 total points, grabbing 3 total rebounds and dishing out a single assist. While James' return has limited Smart's time on the court, the longtime member of the Boston Celtics, said he's enjoyed playing alongside his former rival. "We hear it all the time and everybody knows his IQ when it comes to this game is on another level," Smart told Kobe Price of the Southern California News Group. "To be able to learn and pick his brain and be on the court with him and reading him on the court, it definitely feels different. It feels good, actually, to play with another guy who can think the game just as quickly as I can and understands it more than I do. It's great to have him out there and I think we all benefit from him being out there." Gabe Vincent is quietly becoming the player the Lakers thought they signed. Vincent has begun producing at a higher level. Ever since arriving with the Los Angeles Lakers in July of 2023, it hasn't ever really felt like Gabe Vincent properly lived up to his relatively high expectations. However, that's all changed this season, as he's begun to really put things together and look comfortable on the hardwood. When Vincent arrived in Southern California in the summer of 2023, he was coming off an NBA Finals appearance with the Miami Heat the previous season. He had been one of the classical cases of a player the Heat had bought low on and then been able to get production out of that far outpaced both his expectations and what he was getting paid. Of course, that led plenty of Lakers fans to expect a lot. So it was a bit of a disappointing development when Gabe ended up dealing with injury troubles to begin his time with the Lakers, and then not totally producing at the level that was expected once he did get on the hardwood. However, now, he's making good on all his early expectations and finally performing at the level that the fanbase had hoped for. Vincent has embraced point-of-attack defensive assignments with confidence, and shown the type of aggressiveness that this team envisioned when they first signed him. For a team very much in need of more defense on the perimeter, Gabe's intensity has given them that on-ball glue guy piece they were looking for. Gabe Vincent is finally playing like the Lakers hoped. Vincent has also provided value in understanding his role offensively. He knows that he doesn't need heavy usage to be effective, and that his job is ultimately to fit in with the stars around him. He's someone who understands where to be, when to initiate actions, and how to keep the game under control when Luka Doncic or Austin Reeves are off the floor. Gabe's assist-to-turnover numbers have improved, his pacing has settled, and his comfort level within the Lakers structure is finally matching what the front office envisioned when they signed him in free agency. This is an underrated win for the front office for him to finally be panning out. And in the end, Vincent is exactly the type of reliable secondary option that good teams need over the course of a long season. When Vincent is steady, the Lakers' second unit is operating with more clarity, and the starters have one more guard they can trust in important stretches of games. If he continues trending upward in this way, Vincent's resurgence will quietly become one of the more impactful storylines of LA's season, and a reminder of why the organization invested in him in the first place. Tracy McGrady says LA Lakers have a flaw that holds them back against OKC Thunder and Denver Nuggets. Tracy McGrady gave LA Lakers fans a reality check about where they stand compared to the best teams in the NBA. The Los Angeles Lakers continued their winning ways last night, as they defeated the LA Clippers in a crucial NBA Cup game. Coming into the Crypto.com arena, the Lakers beat the Clippers handily in what turned into a chippy affair between the two sides. The Lakers have struggled with their shooting all season, along with their woes on the defensive end of the court. But even with their strong start to the season, going 13-4, the Lakers aren't on the level of the Denver Nuggets and the OKC Thunder. Tracy McGrady says LA Lakers don't have the depth and defense to challenge NBA's best. Tracy McGrady spoke on the NBA on NBC panel about the LA Lakers and their win over the LA Clippers. The former scoring champion wasn't impressed with how they played. In particular, the Lakers don't have the depth, pace, speed, or defense to compete with the OKC Thunder or Denver Nuggets, two of the best teams in the NBA. Presently constructed, absolutely. I don't think this team, as presently constructed, can survive OKC or a Denver team that has depth, size, and speed. I don't think they can sustain that. This is the slowest-paced team in the league, the Clippers, and the oldest. If you look at this roster constructed, what did you see on this bench that can give you consistency in a 7-game series against OKC or Denver? LA Lakers need some new pieces to refresh the team. It's time that Rob Pelinka admits that the LA Lakers roster isn't good enough to compete for an NBA championship. They're not a bad team by any means, but they don't have the tools to make a proper run at the title this year. The Lakers must make some trades to land key pieces, specifically ones who can help on the defensive end and make some shots. Perhaps the Lakers trade Jared Vanderbilt, who JJ Redick has dropped from the rotation recently. Giving up Vondo for another 3-and-D wing to help the team. Regardless of the cost, the Lakers need to make some big swings in the trade market to give this team the right chance to win the NBA championships. NBA scoring leader Luka Doncic breaks Lakers franchise record. The Los Angeles Lakers are in great form. They entered Tuesday's game against the Los Angeles Clippers with a 12-4 record, third in the Western Conference. Not only did they recently get LeBron James back from injury, but they had also won their last 4 straight. However, they weren't going to stop there. As usual, the NBA's current leading scorer Luka Doncic came out hot, scoring 24 points in the first quarter against the Clippers. This breaks the Lakers' all-time record for points in a first quarter that was tied by Kyle Kuzma, Kobe Bryant and Doncic himself, who scored 23 in the first quarter against the Minnesota Timberwolves earlier in the season. Somehow, despite his scoring outburst, the Lakers trailed by 1 at the end of the first quarter 38-37. Doncic, who won a scoring title in the 2023-24 season with 33.9 points per game, is averaging 35.2 per contest this year. His teammate Austin Reeves is 12th, at 27.9 per game. Doncic will have plenty more work to do to break the Lakers' franchise record for points in a game, as the legendary Kobe Bryant once scored 81 for the purple and gold. Doncic finished Tuesday's game with 43 points, 13 assists and 9 rebounds. He led the Lakers to a 135-118 victory, marking their 5th straight win. Another solid night for Luka Magic.